8 Weird Facial Expressions of a Narcissist. Have you ever noticed someone's facial expressions revealing more than their words? It's said that the face is a window to the soul, but with narcissists, it's more like a maze of illusions and contradictions. Today, we're going to uncover something truly fascinating. 8 peculiar facial expressions that narcissists often display. These aren't your everyday smiles or frowns. Instead, they're subtle, sometimes unnerving expressions that hint at what's going on beneath the surface. Whether it's an arrogant smirk or a fleeting flash of anger they try to hide, these expressions often betray the narcissist's inner world. Stay tuned as we dive into these odd yet telling behaviors. Trust me, you won't look at people the same way again after this. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you find it insightful. Share it with anyone who's ever been confused or even mesmerized by someone's facial expressions. It might just open their eyes. Let's get started, shall we? Facial expressions are powerful communicators, often revealing emotions and intentions before a single word is spoken. But when it comes to narcissists, these expressions can be both confusing and revealing. Let's explore 8 weird facial expressions that narcissists commonly exhibit and what they mean. Each paragraph in this discussion will peel back another layer of the narcissist's mask, so stick around till the end. 1. The contemptuous smirk. If you've ever been the target of this particular expression, you'll know exactly how unsettling and disorienting it can feel. The narcissist's contemptuous smirk is more than just a simple facial expression. It's a silent, often mocking message that conveys both superiority and disdain. On the surface, it might appear to be a half-hearted smile, but there's a chilling, condescending quality to it that makes it unmistakable. It's not a genuine sign of amusement or warmth. It's an expression that says, "I know something you don't," or "I'm better than you, and I'm enjoying watching you squirm." This smirk is often displayed at moments when the narcissist feels like they've gained the upper hand, whether it's in an argument, a power struggle, or even a subtle social interaction where they believe they're in control. It's their way of quietly asserting dominance, of making sure you know that they believe they hold the power in the situation. This non-verbal gesture becomes a kind of gotcha moment, signaling to the narcissist that they've succeeded in making you feel inferior, without them having to say a word. If you pay close attention, it's not just the smirk that's telling. It's the way their entire demeanor shifts when they wear it. They seem to bask in this silent victory, enjoying the discomfort or humiliation they might be causing you, all while masking it with this smirk that is both insidious and self-satisfied. 2. The flash of rage. It can be almost imperceptible, but if you're watching carefully, you might catch it. A sudden flash of fury or rage in the narcissist's eyes. It appears for just a split second, a moment so brief it could easily be missed by someone who isn't paying close attention. But if you are observant, this flash of anger is impossible to ignore. It's raw, unfiltered, and often reveals the emotional undercurrent that the narcissist works hard to conceal behind their polished, carefully crafted facade. This brief expression typically surfaces when the narcissist feels threatened in some way, perhaps when their authority is challenged, when they're criticized, or when something exposes a weakness they've worked hard to hide. In that instant, their carefully curated image cracks, and what you see is the fragile, vulnerable ego beneath. It's a look of pure emotion, one that they might quickly try to cover up with a smile or a neutral expression. But if you're paying attention, the damage has already been done. This flash of rage is not only an indicator of the narcissist's deep-seated insecurity, but also a reminder of just how easily their emotional control can slip. It speaks volumes about their inability to handle any kind of confrontation or perceived threat to their status, and it underscores the level of defensiveness that drives their behavior. 3. The forced smile. The forced smile. It's one of the most common expressions in the narcissist's arsenal, and it's a classic sign of their emotional manipulation. This is the kind of smile that never quite reaches the eyes. It's stiff, mechanical, and feels completely hollow when you see it. Narcissists use this smile to mask their true feelings, often when they're attempting to convey a sense of warmth or approval that they don't genuinely feel. It's the smile they put on when they want to manipulate or control someone, or when they're trying to create the illusion of friendliness, even when they're secretly harboring disdain or superiority. The problem with this smile is that it's so obviously fake. It doesn't carry any warmth, it doesn't carry any real joy, and it doesn't convey any true affection. Instead, it's a practiced gesture that's often used as a tool to manipulate or disguise their true intentions. You can tell when it's a forced smile because it doesn't match the narcissist's body language or the overall tone of the conversation. They may smile while speaking in a way that seems overly rehearsed, or their eyes will remain cold and distant, showing no genuine emotion. This smile is a cover, an attempt to convince others that they are approachable or kind, even when they're not. It's a reminder of how deeply disconnected they can be from authentic emotional expressions, and how willing they are to deceive others in order to maintain control. 4. The dismissive eye roll. There are few expressions as universally dismissive as the eye roll, and narcissists have perfected the art of using it as a way to signal their disdain. Whether it's a response to someone's suggestion, a compliment, or even a basic statement, the narcissist's eye roll is a clear indication that they believe the other person isn't worth their time or attention. It's not just a simple gesture. It's a powerful, often cutting signal that conveys superiority, impatience, and a complete disregard for whatever is being said. The narcissist uses this expression to belittle the person on the receiving end, to make them feel small, foolish, or unimportant. The eye roll becomes a non-verbal way of saying, "You're beneath me," or "What you're saying doesn't matter." It's a subtle, yet incredibly effective way of putting someone in their place, and it's often used as a tool to maintain control in a conversation or social setting. This behavior, though emotionally immature, is highly effective at diminishing others and reinforcing the narcissist's sense of superiority. It's a reminder of just how little empathy they have for those around them, and how easy it is for them to dismiss anyone who doesn't fit into their narrow view of the world. For those on the receiving end, the eye roll can be emotionally damaging, reinforcing feelings of worthlessness or insignificance. It's a small but potent display of power that leaves its mark, reminding others that they are not in control of the dynamic. 5. The overly intense stare. One of the hallmark traits of narcissists is their ability to intimidate, and they have many tools at their disposal to achieve this. One of the most unsettling and often uncomfortable expressions they employ is the overly intense stare. This gaze goes far beyond the ordinary. It's an expression that feels invasive, as if they are not just looking at you, but trying to look right through you. The intensity of the stare can feel almost like an attempt to peer into your very soul, leaving you feeling exposed and vulnerable. It's a deliberate tactic used by narcissists to assert dominance over others. By maintaining this unwavering, often unnerving gaze, they create an atmosphere of power imbalance, as if they are in control of the situation. This type of stare is often employed in moments when the narcissist wants to intimidate, remind you of their superiority, or assert their authority in a subtle but forceful way. It is especially effective when they want to keep you on edge, unsure of what they might do or say next. The uncomfortable nature of the stare serves to destabilize your sense of self, making you question your own reactions and behavior in their presence. Beneath this cold, calculating gaze lies a deep-seated need for control, as narcissists thrive on keeping others off balance and uncertain in order to maintain their upper hand. When they stare at you like this, it's less about connection and more about dominance, as though they are trying to measure your worth or judge your every move. 6. The innocent wide eyes. When a narcissist is trying to manipulate the situation or play the role of the victim, one of their go-to expressions is the wide-eyed, innocent look. This facial expression is crafted to make them appear completely clueless or helpless in an attempt to gain sympathy and shift the focus away from their own actions. The wide eyes give the impression of vulnerability, as if they are bewildered and completely at the mercy of the circumstances. This exaggerated, almost theatrical look is a performance, designed to garner empathy from those around them. They may pair it with phrases like, "I don't understand why this is happening to me," or "Why does everyone always treat me this way?" to further manipulate others into feeling sorry for them. On the surface, this expression might seem genuine, but it's really just a mask, an emotional ploy to redirect attention and control the narrative in their favor. The wide-eyed expression is an attempt to make others believe that they are innocent and undeserving of whatever criticism or scrutiny is being directed toward them. It's a calculated move, a form of emotional manipulation that works by evoking sympathy from those who are too empathetic or unaware to see through the act. Narcissists are masters at using this expression to play on the emotions of others, turning the situation around to make it seem like they are the ones being wronged, even when the reality is quite different. 7. The condescending smile. Another classic expression in the narcissist's emotional toolbox is the condescending smile. Unlike the contemptuous smirk, which is subtle but powerful in its superiority, the condescending smile is much more overt and often comes with patronizing words or gestures to reinforce the narcissist's sense of dominance. This smile is laced with insincerity and is designed to belittle or mock the recipient. When a narcissist gives you this smile, it's as if they're looking down on you, either figuratively or literally, as if to say, "Oh, you poor thing," or "Bless your heart," in the most insincere, sugar-coated way imaginable. It's an expression that oozes fake kindness, masking the narcissist's true feelings of superiority and disdain. They use this smile to assert their superiority, pretending to show empathy or understanding, while actually diminishing you in the process. The narcissist may use this smile when they think you're acting naive, when they want to remind you of your place, or when they want to manipulate the situation in a way that makes them appear more benevolent than they truly are. What makes this smile particularly frustrating is how difficult it can be to call out. It's so insincere and patronizing that it can feel like you're being made fun of, yet confronting the narcissist about it only serves to fuel their sense of control. It's a smile that disarms you, leaves you questioning whether you've misread the situation, and plays on the discomfort of being treated like you don't quite measure up. 8. The empty look. Perhaps one of the most chilling expressions that a narcissist can give is the empty look. When this expression appears, it's as though the narcissist has completely checked out of the conversation or moment, as if they've mentally disconnected from the world around them. Their face goes utterly blank, and their eyes, once filled with calculation or manipulation, appear completely devoid of emotion or depth. It's an unsettling sight because it feels as though they shut off any trace of humanity, leaving only a cold, distant shell in their place. This expression often appears when the narcissist is bored, disinterested, or simply uninterested in what's happening around them. It can also emerge when they are formulating their next move in a situation where they are plotting their next manipulative tactic. The empty look serves as a reminder that narcissists are capable of detaching themselves emotionally in ways that most people cannot. They can shut off their emotions with startling ease, creating an emotional void where their connection to others once was. For those on the receiving end, this blank stare is deeply unsettling because it signals that the narcissist is not emotionally present, and it can leave you feeling invisible or irrelevant. It's a reminder that their emotional capacity is shallow and fleeting, and their ability to disconnect from others when it serves them is a dangerous form of emotional detachment that many people find difficult to comprehend or cope with. And there you have it, 8 weird and telling facial expressions of a narcissist. Each one offers a glimpse into their complex, often contradictory personality. By recognizing these expressions, you can better understand the narcissist's intentions and protect yourself from their manipulative tactics. Thanks so much for watching and sticking with me till the end. If you found this discussion helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might need this insight. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Until next time, take care and stay empowered.